just shooting the breeze. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Still Saved Show, where we sit down with some of the dopest humans who have some of the coolest and most remarkable stories of change and transformation. And today is unlike any other. I got my homie Will Winfield in the That's a very presidential name, dog.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. I feel like Obama, American citizens. Yeah, man.
Winfield. Can I call you Mr. Winfield?
Man, you call me whatever you want, fam. Whatever feels good, man.
We family now, dog.
You know it, bro.
You done hopped on the plane and came all the way to H-Town.
You know it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Still tipping on 4-4.
Come on, baby. Yes, dog. Shout out to Slim.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm really, really excited, man. Grateful for you to come through. I know we got a phenomenal story to share, maybe even several. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, talk to me, dog. Tell me a little bit about yourself, bro. What you do, and then we'll kind of dive in a little deeper,
Yeah,
man.
for sure, man. So, right now, man, all glory and honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, man. Without him, I wouldn't be able to do anything I'm doing right now. Right now, I have a speaking agency, so we take over speakers' businesses and we control that, and we pretty much put them in position to land engagements. I coach speakers. I'm a speaker.
Yeah, man.
Got a marketing agency, and so.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna interrupt you several times because this is a very selfish interview. I'm gonna just be real.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, because of the speakers agency, I've been speaking for a while, right? Yeah. But on the side, I get asked to go do certain things because of what I've done, starting businesses or working in radio and media, and but it's never anything that I thought about monetizing and actually until late.
Yeah.
Right. And so we might need, dog. So some of the questions are going to be very, very personal.
That's fine.
But keep going, dog.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. So we got a marketing agency, and then of course outside of that, minister, international speaker, 6-time author, and so above all, father.
Come on.
And soon to be husband.
Yeah. Soon to be husband. Let's go, man. You might need to have to bring that wedding to Houston.
Hey, man, you never
Listen,
know,
we have
the best food, so
best food, the best wedding entertainment company in the city. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta throw that out there.
Wedding?
Huh?
You DJ my wedding?
I will.
Say less.
I wouldn't have it any other less. It would be unethical for me to allow somebody else to DJ your wedding because I just don't think they do it justice, dog.
My God.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nah, man.
Y'all heard it first. Yep.
Nah, but congrats on that, bro.
Appreciate
That's major because I know just from the short conversations that we've had that it hasn't always been this pretty, right? 6-time best-selling author, the minister who's speaking all over the world. Yeah. Like at some point, like it looks like, oh man, he didn't hit the mountaintop. But I know that any mountaintop there comes valleys, right?
For sure.
So before we get into the valleys, tell me, you got 6 books, dog. Which one's your favorite? And tell me a little bit about that.
My favorite ones, I'm going to honestly say it's my first one, Reprogramming Your Faith. The reason why I would have never had the other 5 if I never went through the mistakes that I went through. And so literally as I was writing that book, man, I was going through a lot of life-altering issues, man, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed and fortunate to say definitely Reprogramming Your Faith. And pretty much it was just a book that God put on my heart to create for people in the body of Christ who've lost their faith, right? Church hurt, church abandonment, I'm looking down on them like they're nobody and things of that nature. So I said, man, you got to reprogram your faith.
Come on.
Not reprogram the church.
Come on.
Reprogram your faith.
Yeah. And I think that's where we miss the mark. Sometimes we expect other people to reprogram. They ain't got to do nothing. I remember when I first got saved, I was at a church camp, right? My homies tricked me into going. They were like, bro, it's going to be girls from all over the country. I was like, bet, I'm in.
Yeah.
Not knowing that I went to go meet girls, I ended up meeting Jesus, right? And it was a life-changing decision. But I remember one of my mentors shared with us, yes, you've had this encounter with God and it's very real. Yeah. But when you get back home, nobody else has.
Wow.
Like your environment has not. You have changed.
Yeah.
Your environment has not. That's your friends, your family, they are still the same.
That's heavy.
So don't expect them, just be ready, be prepared. And that was eye-opening for me. It actually set me up for success because had I not had that thought, I would have came back expecting people to welcome me with open arms and all this other stuff. And it was actually the opposite. It was like, bro, you done changed. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I love that, dog. I need to go get that book, dog. I need to read that one.
Bro, say what? Bro, they ain't say nothing but a word, man.
Oh, man. So speaking, how did you get into speaking for a living, right?
Okay.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, so you want the long story?
I want whatever story you want to give me, bro.
I love it. So we got time today, family. We got time. So yeah, man. I would say it started here, man. I was working at a homeless shelter called House of Hope in Rhode Island, and I remember one particular night there was a client that was going irate, and typically at the shelter, fam, you know how certain individuals are. They don't really have empathy. They don't have kindness, right? So they're looking down on these clients and looking at them like they're nobody, and you'll never be nothing. Me, I was just like, nah, because I just got done actually being homeless, bro. Sleeping couch to couch, sleeping in my car, bro, after losing a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
living in Rhode Island ain't cheap.
no, definitely ain't. No, definitely not, for real. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, I remember, man, one night my coworker Jerome Hines, he was like, "Hey, Will," sound just like that deep voice, everything. He's like, "Hey, Will, there's a client down there, man. He's irate. I need you to go talk to him." I said, "Me?" He said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, why me?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Will, I know you can touch him." I said, "Well, if you say so, right?" And the reason why Jerome was like that, fam, is because he was like, "Yo, like, I see you always walking the floor, having conversation with the clients, talking with them, hugging them, dapping them. How was your day? You know what I'm saying? Would you want something else to eat? Do you need a towel? Do you need a toothbrush? Like, what's up?" Right? And so I went down there. His name was Anthony Robinson. Never forget his name. I go down there. I'm like, "Hey, Ant, what's going
Just
on?"
the fact that you knew his name.
Yeah.
Like that part oftentimes gets overlooked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was in education for some years and I always made an effort to learn my students' names. And it seems like a normal thing, but your name, bro, like addressing somebody by name is powerful.
Yeah. Definitely is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I went up to him. I said, "Anthony, man, what's going on, man?" He said, "Leave me alone." Like, like the Grinch, man. He's like, "Leave me alone. I want to talk to you. Leave me alone. This whole shelter keeps making promises, and I have not got nothing yet. No food stamps, no housing, nothing. And people keep trying to rob me. Life ain't worth living. I feel like killing myself." As soon as he said that, fam, I don't know where it came from, how it came. I just said to him, I said, "Listen, your life is worth it. You don't need to take your life." Bro, here's the kicker. After that, I come back 2 weeks later into work. It's like deja vu to me. Jerome's like, "Hey, Will." I'm like, "Oh, Lord, here we go again." He said, "Hey, man, Anthony said," I said, "Nah, I ain't talking to Ant." He said, "No, you need to talk to him. It's good news." So I take my lunch, put it in the room, clock in, go talk to Jerome. Jerome's like, "Yeah, go talk to him. I think you're going to definitely love this." So I get down and say, "Anthony, what's going?" As soon as I said, he turned around and said, "Will." Boom. Embraced me with the biggest hug, fam. Like, I mean, like, it felt like Brock Lesnar, Dwayne Rock Johnson, Bill Goldberg all hugged me in one hug, bro. I still feel like I gotta.
Yeah, you played football because, if any of them three hugged me, I probably wouldn't make it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I still got a cracked rib cage at this point.
Yeah.
But, man, Anthony said to me, he said, "Will, I just want to let you know because of you, I didn't take my life." Bro, tears started dropping. Tears dropped, and then the light bulb went off.
Yeah.
And for me, bro, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in Godcidence.
Come on. Yeah,
Right.
man. I feel you.
And so literally 2 days later, my coworker, Braulio T, said to me, he said, "Hey, Will, I want you to come work at this drug rehab facility." I said, "Me?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have no problem with it because my mom's a recovering drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Praise God, she's 46 years clean. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing."
Man, yeah.
And I said, "Man, you know what? I think it'd be dope for me to be able to give back, you know what I'm saying, on how,
How old were you at the time?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm like 23.
Okay.
Yeah, 23, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that at 23. Just saying. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I end up getting a job. It's like the same thing happened. People mistreating the clients, all that stuff. And I'm just like, yo, I'm empathetic. I got, I'm making sure they're good, whatever they need. And man, I remember giving my first keynote presentation in front of 45 grown men. 45 grown men at the age of 23.
Wow.
Wasn't no students, wasn't no college, wasn't corporate, wasn't church.
Yeah.
It was a drug rehab, fam.
Right.
And I'll never forget the presentation. It was called "Eagles Do Not Stress the Opinions of Pigeons." I went in there, bro. Palms all sweaty. I felt like Kobe in the fourth quarter.
I was going to say, it sounds like an Eminem song.
Yeah.
Palms are sweating.
No cap, though. You know what I'm saying? Knees weak, arms spaghetti. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So I get done delivering the talk, fam. And I didn't even know there was two guys in the back that were contemplating leaving the program and ODing. I found this out because the counselor came up to me, mind the way, I ain't got no degree.
Come on.
She got a degree.
Yeah.
I said, the only degree I got is a degree of experience and wisdom.
Yeah.
And so when she came up to me, she's like, hey, Will, I just want to let you know, these two guys put on their paperwork that they said because of your presentation, they're not going to leave and they're going to finish this program. Watch this. This is why I said there's a difference between empowerment and motivation. Motivation wears off.
Yeah, it does.
But empowerment is when you're in them dark moments and you feel like giving up and you want to reconvert back to where you used to think.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, to this day, they got their kids, they got their job, and they're still clean. Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you didn't get paid for that one.
No, definitely
See,
not.
that's the thing that I'm saying, bro. Like, oh, man, it's so crazy. And you know, I've worked with a lot of really cool speakers, and I noticed the ones that excel are the ones. Sure, they get the big bag, but they also make an effort to go to the drug rehab centers, to the prisons, to the youth detention centers, to the schools. Like, it's almost like the Robin Hood mentality. You know, Marriott will bring them out for a couple $100,000, and then they make an effort to go somewhere for free.
Yeah.
Right, in whatever city they're in. And I love that about you, bro. Is that you haven't lost touch with your why, right? Like why you got started. But take me back, bro, because knowing that about speakers, especially the ones who are effective, and powerful, and actually make real impact. It ain't just about the bread.
Yeah.
Typically, you know, the profit is from their pain, right? It like they've learned how to monetize their message because they've gone through something. Talk to me about that. Take me back to those days of being homeless, and how did that happen? You know, losing your job, and why didn't you just give up? 'Cause, I mean, like, it looks bleak. It's cold in Rhode Island. Like that seems to me to be one of the worst places to be homeless. I was homeless in Houston, but it's, you know, it ain't freezing sub below zero. You know what I'm saying? Like, take me back to those dark days. And how you climbed out of that.
Yeah, man. So I would say, man, I remember Franklin, Massachusetts, Janko Environmental. I remember walking into work and I hear, "Do you love me?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what that is." Then I go into work, you know what I'm saying, start demoing refrigerators and scanning refrigerators, separating them, and I hear, "Do you love me?" I don't know what that is, right? My coworker, my manager comes down on the forklift, Ramon. He says, "Hey, Willie." That's what they call me at the job, man. He's like, "Willie." I fed in with the Mexicans, man. It was just funny, man. We were vibing. And he said, "Phil wants to see you." I said, "Phil wants to see you." He said, "Phil wants to see you." I said, "Which one is it?" He's like, "Phil wants to see you." I said, "I bet." So I go into the office, and before I turn the knob, fam, I hear, "Do you love me?" for the third time. Now, for me, I'm like, I don't know who this is, but you know what I'm saying? I know I was born and raised in the church. So I'm like, well, it's got to be a higher power or something. Go in there. I say, "Hey, what's going on, Phil?" He turns around. He says, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good, man. Everything good? Do you need anything?" He said, "No, I just want to let you know, man, the company's going through a rough transition right now. We got to let you go." Now, mind you, I got a 3-year-old son. My mom's staying with me, and the mother of my kids is with me at this time. I got to go back home, report that news. And, man, I was just tears all the way from Franklin, Massachusetts to Rhode Island. I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. This is why I tell students when I go to speaking schools, I say, how long is your friends? How long is life? You feel me? Because out of all the popularity I had on the football team, the volleyball team, just in the school, only one person picked up the phone out of 3,000 people that I knew, fam. Only one. My man Gilbert Augusta. Shout out to Gilbert, man. As you watching this, bro. And I said, "Bro, I need a place to stay."
Come on.
My mom ended up going to stay with her friend, and the mother of my kids went to go stay with her mother. I don't got nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
So I had to stay in my 2003 Nissan Maxima. You know,
them joints ain't that big.
Yeah, they're not. And I had leather seats, so you already know what it was like when it was cold.
Yeah.
Right?
It's no. I know what it's like when it's hot. It must be the opposite. Cause dog, down here in Houston it's different.
Yeah.
Leather seats in the heat. It don't work. Bro.
Yeah, man. And so, man, I hit him up like, "Yo, Gil, I need a place to stay." He said, "Well, let me check. Let me see what I got going on. Let me see if my mom will let you stay." And pretty much, man, he gave me that call back. I remember I was eating Little Caesars. I had my last $5, bro, on Little Caesars piece of eating there. And he said, "Yeah, man, my mom said you can stay." I said, "Well, here's the thing. I ain't got no money right now." He said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "What?" Let me stay 6 months free, bro. You know
6 months free.
6 months.
So at that, I mean, yeah, having that place to land, I always tell people, man, when you go through a rough time, having a place to land is so pivotal in you getting to what's next.
Yeah.
It's like, you get shipwrecked, right? You just start reaching for whatever you can to float, to stay afloat. You reach for the nearest piece of driftwood that gets you to the next thing. And if you could just get to land, to shore, solid ground, then you can rebuild. But oftentimes what we do is when we get into those shipwreck moments, we try to rebuild on the driftwood. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't really put nothing substantial when you're living in your Nissan. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to have that 6-month period where you can get your mind right, what's my next move? You're not in a you're not in such a desperate situation to where you gotta take anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but what was next? Like, how did you get back on your feet?
So how I got back on my feet, you ain't gonna believe this, man. Like,
try me.
Yeah. So, man, as I'm staying with my boy Gilbert, man, saying, of course I was raised in the church, but I was out there going to house parties and stuff like that, not paying anything in mind, nothing like that, man. And so one night we go out to this house party at PC College, and as we're walking there, we have all red on. Now the area we're going to is a Crip infested area. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't in no gang.
Yeah.
But they see colors. They like, oh, what's going on here, right?
Ain't nobody warn you, bro.
Ain't nobody warn you or nothing like, you know what I'm saying? So we walk in, this car pulls up. Bro, when I tell you I had an out of body experience, bro, like I literally, like God showed me my life, what would happen if I did not serve him that night, bro.
Man.
Like literally, I'm seeing the guy in the back take the gun out, shoot, get out, shoot my boys, follow me. I'm trying to hop a fence in the backyard, and then he blasts me. And then literally just like, I'm like, whoa, boom, back in my body, the car takes off.
Yeah.
And that moment I felt death the whole night, bro.
Yeah.
My dumb self, I still go to the party.
Yeah, it's something about, we
know
don't
what I'm saying?
we don't make the best decisions in our 20s. You know what I'm saying?
At all. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the party, my boy like, you want to smoke, you want to drink? I'm like, nah, I'm good. My
At
boy
least
Gil.
at least you made that good
You know
decision.
what I'm saying, bro? So I'm sitting there with my boy Gil. Gil's like, yo, bro, you ain't never like this. Normally, like, all the girls come, I don't want to dance, I'm good. He's like, what's up? I said, bro, I feel like I'm going to die. So we get back to the crib. I go upstairs. I go on my knees. I say, God, if you take this feeling away from me, I'll serve you for the rest of my life. Bro, from that moment forward, now watch this, bro. That's why I say I don't believe in coincidence. It's Godsonance.
Come on.
My mom calls me in the morning. Baby! She's from Devon, North Carolina. Exactly how she sounds. Y'all better not talk about my mama watching this. I'm going to get y'all, all right? So she go, baby, you want to go to church? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I'm coming to pick you up. Get ready. I said, how you pick me up with no car? She said, shut up, boy. I'm coming to come get you.
Good question.
Right? I'll never forget what I had on. I had a black and white cardigan, tan pants, black and white Nikes. I go into church. I go in the back. I'm like, yeah, I don't deserve to be nowhere up there. I don't want nobody to see me. I'm thinking that God's going to look at me some different type of way. They're worshiping. Mid-worship, the worship leader stops. She says, you back there with the black and white cardigan, come up here.
It's always the worship leader putting folks on the spot, dog.
Always, bro.
Always.
I'm like, you don't know me. She's like, yeah, God do. Right? So, bro, she says, you with the black and white cardigan, come up here. And I'm like, man, like as I'm going up there, bro, snots, crying, I can't stop.
Yeah.
She says, I want to say something to you. Don't you ever forget. She said, from this moment forward, your home is the kingdom of God. Not only that, God's going to use you to impact generations.
Yeah, man.
And your voice will be known all over the world. Bro, as soon as she said that, I dropped to my knees. I went back home, bro. I had all my 50-cent CDs, threw them away. Bought me a Bible.
Not the 50 CD.
Not
the
the
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich
or
Die
Trying.
One. And I had to fight with that one too.
You know what I'm saying? Mini Man. That's the Mini Man joint,
That's
dog.
the Mini Man. You know what I'm saying?
Rich Death upon me. No,
Man.
sorry. Anyway, hold on. My bad. I'm
Don't
still
get me
saved, though.
started.
That's why we call it still saved.
God's still working on me. You know what I'm saying? Still working on me.
Hey, man, I got to work with 50, so like we...
Yeah. You feel me? And man, you know what I'm saying? And then I just threw all my rap CDs away, and I just having a real encounter and relationship with God. And from there, bro, everything just started taking off, bro. Everything.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you put your gifts and your talents in His hands.
Yeah.
And He's like, it's like when, with Moses and the staff and how he dropped it on the floor. He was like, look, boom, I could do whatever I need to do if you just give me your staff, put it in my hand. I had to do that with my turntables, bro. Like before I got saved, I was out there DJing, wilding out, doing clubs, festivals, just the things, right? All the things, right? The fraternity and sorority parties. So you can imagine what was going on, right? Like I was getting paid in Ciroc and all types of stuff. And when I got saved, it was like, I want those too. And I went extreme. I was about to to throw them joints in the trash. Luckily, I had a very pastor who was very in tune with the spirit. He said, no, bring them to church. Put me in the worship team. With some turn, they was looking at us like we was crazy. I was in the back scratching it up, tearing it up. All the church moms was like, "What is going on?" Like he was like, but you know, I haven't turned back since.
Wow.
You know, God has taken those turntables and me all over the country. You know, in areas where there's language barriers, but we all speak the same language of love and music,
Come on,
right? And so
bro.
I'm able to give Him glory and extend His kingdom here in Houston and all over the world, all because I took my staff, my turntables,
Come on, bro.
and put them in His hands.
Come on, bro.
All the grinding I was trying to do to become successful
Yeah.
and couldn't make it, but all I had to do was give it to Him.
Wow.
You know. So when you gave it to Him, did you ever foresee yourself speaking prior to that moment? Right.
No. Not at all, man. You know, for me, bro, to be honest, man, I never thought in a million years that God would pick somebody like me to speak and impact students, educators, leaders, ministers, entrepreneurs.
It's because, like, you know, most folks, you got to have a degree. You got to have experience in the education world. You got to, all the things that go on a resume, right?
All that.
Yeah.
And I didn't fit the criteria at all. And it's just like, yo, God doesn't call you based on qualification. He qualifies the call. So he said, yo, if I'm telling you to do it,
You better do it.
you better do it, because I would not command something for you to do if I didn't know you can do it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, man, you know, from there, bro, I just started small, like you said in the beginning, just speaking free, just pouring into youth programs, pouring into homeless shelters, drug rehabs. Bro, there was this one engagement that I had to do. I went all the way out. It was like, bro, now Rhode Island in the summertime, it do be hot. Not Houston hot, but it was hot. And I had this Toyota Corolla fan, me and my boy John Costa.
You had all the broke folk cars.
Yeah,
Like, I had a Toyota Camry, so I get it. I had a 96 Camry, though, bro.
Bro, did you have AC?
No.
No? Me and you are exactly alike.
Yeah.
Because we had to drive 45 minutes to be able to speak to these students who was in the basement.
Yeah.
It was like a youth program, like 6 of them. And I built this relationship with this lady that came to the actual drug rehab, and she loved my presentations. And she wanted me to come speak to her students who was in the youth program, about 6 of them. And I remember we drove all the way 45 minutes. It was like 85 degrees, no AC, bro, blazing hot, bro. I'm like, oh my God. My boy's like, yo, we're riding in the Harriet Tubman Mobile. I'm like, bro, I don't know what we riding in, but it's too hot. But I'm saying that to say, like, the dedication, like, whatever it takes to make somebody's life better
Yeah.
and to pour into them, we about that life.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do.
So what was it like starting? Okay, because now here's the selfish part in me.
Let's go.
Like, how were you getting established as a speaker? Did you have a job, like a main job, and
Yeah.
were you trying to get this speaking thing off the ground? Because at this point, you're not thinking speaking agency. You're thinking just how can I get paid as a speaker? Let's talk about that, bro. Like, are you calling schools? Are you calling folks like your own little manager? Hey, I want to speak. Like, and people telling you no. Like, I want to know, bro. Like, how are you getting these gigs and turning it into a job?
Yeah, got you. So I was working 2 jobs, the drug rehab facility and the homeless shelter.
Okay.
So at that time, man, to be honest, I wasn't even looking to get paid.
Come on.
I was understanding that if I at least get my foot in the door, I'll build a relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, he had a job, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
2.
Listen,
Had
2 jobs.
2.
This ain't no get rich
You know
quick
what I'm
thing.
saying? At all, you know what I'm saying? And so, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said, yo, if I can just I started asking people at my job, like, hey, do you know anybody that can benefit from the message that you heard?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I do know somebody, for sure. And then 1 turned into 2, and 2 turned into 3, and 3 turned into 4, and I'm just like, yo.
You gotta ask, right? Closed mouth don't get fed.
Closed mouth don't get fed at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
that's the word. You have not because you ask not. So I opened up my mouth. I just started asking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no marketing material. I didn't have none of that. No social proof, bro.
What year was this?
This was what? 20...
Or approximate?
I'll say like at least, because I've been speaking for 10 years.
Okay, so we was in the
5 years.
teens, like the early teens. Is that what they call that period? The teens?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I'm a 80s, 90s
Something
kid.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so early teens, we starting to speak. We asking folks, hey, would you benefit from this message? And then I'm sure you're always after a presentation. You're like, hey, do you then you follow up, right?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yep,
So it's
same.
starting to get some traction, or is it starting to get traction? Like what?
No. No traction.
Okay, all right.
Whatsoever.
I wasn't expecting that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I love it.
nothing. No traction, nothing. And here's the thing. Like,
So why you keep going?
I kept going because I understood what God told me.
There we go. That's what I want
Yeah.
to hear.
It's
All right.
not about my feelings.
Come on.
It's about what He said.
Yeah, yeah.
And I gotta obey that.
So it wasn't about the money in the beginning.
No, not at
Yeah.
all, bro. I didn't even know I can get paid for it.
Okay. Yep.
I had no idea I can get paid for it.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
And so I believe that God kept me at that drug rehab to practice and continue to perfect my craft.
Because you're having to give messages all the time.
All the time.
As a part of your, that was like your incubator, bro. Have you ever
Yes,
thought
bro.
about that?
No.
Yeah, it was almost like God put you there to perfect your craft.
Yeah, and that's how I perfected it.
Wow.
So every time,
Getting reps in.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. Listen to me. Every single time the clinician would come and say, "Will, can you do a lunch group?" I said yes. But I said, "Who's gonna watch the desk?" Oh, don't worry about that. We'll figure that out. We need you in there. They need you. And I mean, like, I just started becoming an animal, and that's when I started creating different type of like speech. I'm like, yo, I would never think of this in a million years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And so from that moment forward, bro, I continued to just perfect my craft at the drug rehab facility. And then I started just reaching out to schools or just having people, and of course, no traction.
Okay, hold on. Reaching out to schools,
Yep.
that's ambiguous and vague.
Yes.
Like, what were you doing in terms of reaching out? Were you emailing them? Were you calling folks? Were you reaching out to the person at the front desk? Were you trying to get in touch with the principal? Who were you calling? What were you saying? I'm sorry, bro.
No.
I told you, this is a very selfish
I got you.
interview, dog.
Listen, we gonna wax deep, man.
Yeah.
So for me, bro, man, I would email. I'm emailing you, and now you know what I'm saying. I would email. I would call.
Okay.
I would pretty much tell the people that's already at my job facility or people that I know who are friends, or they know anybody else that can benefit.
Yeah, it's always
from
good to
the
know
technical
somebody
session.
that knows somebody.
Yeah, because it's more easier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always tell speakers that it's more easier for you to speak to a friend than a stranger to speak to a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
any business, even in the wedding world. Like when, we used to pay thousands of dollars in marketing every month, right? But once we got and developed good relationships with like the wedding venues and the wedding coordinators, right? Because they go to you get engaged, you there, right? You got to start searching for venues. That's the first thing you get.
Yeah.
You got to get the venue and the date. You get the venue. Well, guess what? We are their preferred entertainment provider. So they're going to give you a list of here's our favorite photographer, here's our favorite florist, here's our favorite DJs, right? And so obviously you're going to trust the venue that you just coughed up 10, 20 grand to, that they know good people.
Absolutely.
So we already, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure it's the same in the
same
speaking
formula,
world.
Same formula for sure, yeah. So I was doing it all, you know what I'm saying, every single day. And just working on my craft and things of that nature. So that's how that started. Like I was just calling, I was emailing, I was asking for referrals, all of that. But I didn't get traction literally until like going into like my 5th year of speaking.
Okay.
Yeah, my 5th year of speaking, that's when we started getting paid. That's when I got my first check. I actually got paid to speak at a commencement speech because of relationship for $250 for 7 minutes. I was amped.
Yeah, 250.
I'm like, $250 for 7 minutes? I don't even make that at my job.
Yeah. We all remember those first checks. And you know what's funny, bro? Like this is just humbling for me. Like getting in a space to where I don't despise that. Because like now we've seen, big 6-figure stuff, $20,000, $5,000, $2,000, and you start to get a little bit of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. No. And then somebody come to you with a $500 budget and you like, now I get it, time is everything. So can't just do every 500, but I've learned not to like at least, what's the phrase? Raise my nose or I don't do that. Yeah. But it's funny how sometimes we forget where we come from. But I don't see you as that type of person though.
Nah, bro. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I already know the relationship is gonna be way more than what they're paying me.
Yeah. So the first gig, 250, 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
That's when you was like, yo, I could probably.
I was like, I got something now.
Yeah.
I'm like, all them no's for them 4 years was worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once I got that first one, and then I ended up doing the presentation for athletes in Boston, Massachusetts. And that was for 30 minutes. They paid me $300. I was hyped.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now I'm getting compensated to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful feeling.
Yeah. So from there, you're able to kind of like amp it up. You're like, okay, maybe I really need to consider doing this full time.
Oh, yeah.
And like, what do I need to do to take it to the next level? So what did you do? Did you have, or were you already doing everything that you needed to do like to take it to the next level
So for me, man,
in terms of formulate, like turning it into a business? I'm sure DBA, logo.
nope, I didn't have none of that
Okay.
in the beginning. But that fifth year, what happened was, fam, is I ended up investing in a program.
Okay. All right.
And I flew out to Atlanta for 2 days. Learned everything I needed to learn about the back end of the speaking business.
Gotcha.
Also learned how to be able to craft my speech and then, have different types of packages and prices. I said, oh, this is what I've been missing.
Yeah.
So I got talent, but I ain't got no coach.
Yeah. Or a presentation.
Or a presentation.
Yep. Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? I was just like a machine gun, just shooting everywhere and not being a sniper.
Come on.
See what I'm saying?
Sound like some of my homies.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog.
And so like now I seen the difference. Now when I pick up the phone, I call the school because in the beginning I was like, hey, my name is Will Winfield. I'm a motivational speaker. They're like, okay. The next question you're gonna hear is, what are you motivated about?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm lost.
Yeah.
But now
We just motivate. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
I
all
just
we do,
mo-
dog. We
that's
come
it.
out, we motivate.
come pump your kids up and all that. They're like, oh, that's
Hell, we
cute.
don't need them pumped up. They're
Yeah.
already on enough
Yeah,
sugar
right,
and
wow.
candy.
Yeah, and that's why they hung up on me.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah. I love that though. But keep going because I think
Yeah.
you're about to hit on something real
Oh yeah,
powerful.
yeah, for sure, man. And so now the difference is when I pick up the phone now, it's more so like, hello, my name is Will Winfield. I'm a social emotional learning expert. Trying to get in contact on who brings in speakers
Yep.
or programs. Oh, okay, we know exactly who to point you to.
Yeah, now you ain't just asking for some random person.
Yeah.
Who got the check?
Yeah.
Who got the checkbook?
Yeah. Mhm. You know what I'm saying? And so that's like VIP treatment because it takes you exactly who you need to get to.
And you've identified a very niche topic, right? I'm the social emotional learning expert, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's a very, very big, for those of you out there in the education space, that's a very, very big hot topic right
Very
now.
big.
Yeah, I was the social emotional learning liaison for HISD, which is the largest district in the state of Texas, right here in Houston. And especially right out of COVID, bro. Like it was one of them things where teachers were losing their minds.
Yeah.
Like, how do I teach this generation, this era of kids who've been locked up in their houses for like 2 years? And it was like, guys, we got to teach different. We got to teach different. So, but I love that you got focused.
Yeah, I got super focused, man, but I would have never knew that if I didn't get mentorship. Mentorship is key, y'all. Make sure that any great person that you know, they
sound
all
like
have
a-
a mentor.
You sound like a mentor. I don't know. Are we leading into something? Like you sound like a coach.
Hey, I'm about to get in my bag now. This is about to get good. Yeah, listen, we didn't fly out here to give you no game. We're gonna give you the game.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? One of the biggest mistakes that I see speakers make is they try to make money without getting with somebody who's already made money and save you time and headaches.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, you want to mitigate that 5-year period
Absolutely.
that you went through, all the no's, the head bumping, the
Exactly.
mistakes.
Yes.
You can help us mitigate that and turn that 5 years into maybe 1 year or 6 months
Or 3 months,
Oh.
or 2 months,
Hey,
or 1 month.
Listen.
No, seriously, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have people in our agency who's never spoken before, who
Yep.
never got paid to speak and got virtual engagements for like 4,500, 5,000.
Dang, they ain't even have to leave their house.
They ain't gotta leave the crib.
They ain't put pants on.
Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying, bro? And so it's just like, yo, it's an insane amount. But for me, once I got the immense clarity, y'all, that's when my speaking business took off.
Yeah.
Because now when I'm sitting down with these decision makers, I know exactly the language that they're looking for.
Yeah.
I know exactly how I need to pitch myself. I know
Okay.
exactly how I need to look for social proof, right? So I'm even getting on my videographers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like even thinking, bro, like, okay, like I've been speaking so much in the urban community
Yep.
that I gotta diverse.
Right.
So they can see my range.
That's why you came and sat down with me, just some random white guy. And no, I'm just playing.
Hey, man.
No, how did we? I don't even remember how we connected, bro. Like we've been rocking together for a while on social media. Like I know I've been following you for a while. Just impressed with your message and the way you operate and handle your business. But I don't even remember how we got connected, bro.
God did.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I would say to any speaker right now, and you know, this is the time we about to go deep right now, bro. So you just let me know what you want to know, what the audience needs, but get you a mentor.
Yeah.
Kobe had a coach. Michael had a coach.
Yep.
Tom Brady had a coach.
Yep.
Serena had a coach. Tiger Woods had a coach. Denzel Washington has a coach. Beyonce has a coach. And you think that you're gonna get to the next level by yourself?
Yeah.
You're tripping.
Man, I know people pay big money, top dollar for this game because you did as well.
Yeah.
But what I love about you is you've never held back.
Yeah.
Now I'm not asking you to reveal like any trade secrets or anything like that. But like, bro, when somebody comes to you, man, unpolished, they're like, hey, I want to be a speaker. Where do you start?
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to start with is number one, your belief system.
Okay.
As cliche as that sounds, like some speakers really don't believe that they can charge what they want to charge, or when they get a no, they like, this ain't working.
Right.
Do you know how many no's I had to get through?
Oh, yeah.
So you can be in the position that you at right now?
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you to minimize the no's.
Yep.
And so the first thing we're going to work on is your mindset, right? How to be able to really price yourself and believe that. So I'm going to have you practice that. Yo, people happily pay me $10,000 to do what I love to do.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Today, somebody has my money. I don't know who, but somebody about to pay me $10,000, right? You got to be super confident in your approach and your belief systems when you're getting ready to talk to somebody who wants to pay you.
Right.
Period, right? The second level that we're going to focus on is getting your speech down.
Okay.
Period.
Absolutely. That's your product, bro. That's your, you know, that's typical. That is, you got to have that.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
What are the components? Oh, I'm sorry. You probably
No, go ahead, bro.
But like, what are the components of a good speaker? Because I mean, I'm good on stage, bro. Like, I'm comfortable. I did theater in high school. I've been on stages as a DJ, been on the air. But you know, and I feel comfortable winging it sometimes, right? And I can hit the mark, but I want to sharpen it, bro. Like I want to take the message. And so, how do you do that when you know? Because I have the gift of gab, right? And I know I can get up there and I can talk to anybody about anything. But I want to get more focused. So like, how would I do that?
Yeah, so always focus on the 3 E's. You want to focus on educate, you want to focus on entertain, you want to focus on elevate.
Okay.
The education piece, you got to know your stuff. That's why I tell people, like, if you're going to be the master at what you do, study what you do.
God.
You shouldn't be focusing on nothing else. Like, immerse yourself in social emotional learning, immerse yourself in financial literacy, immerse yourself in bullying, immerse yourself in leadership development, whatever that is. Immerse yourself in that, so that way you know exactly the ins and outs of your industry. Entertainment. This is why I tell speakers: study comedians.
Dog.
Study comedians. That stage presence is on point. Nobody likes a boring speaker.
Yeah.
Right? Like you know when you used to work the jobs.
Yep.
Bro. They say, hey, we're having a staff training. Oh God,
Here we go.
not him again.
Yeah.
You gonna be?
Now, but you telling me you're not telling me I gotta be a comedian though?
No,
Like, cause
no.
what if I'm not funny?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
Like I know where you're going with this.
No, yeah.
Like, cause I have a couple of comedian friends, and what people don't realize is that comedians, there's an art and there's a science to it. There's a formula in terms of how do you build up for the punchline? And you may not be funny on stage, but you still need to tell the story in such a way that you build
Exactly.
to that.
And that's why I tell speakers you need to study comedians, because they are the best at telling stories.
Oh.
Nobody tells a story like a comedian. And when they do it, it's real life experiences that's connecting to the audience. So it's like, man, like this is funny, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you got to be funny, but what I am saying is your stage presence got to be on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then elevate. Like, what are the people taking away from your presentation?
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
are they going to leave learning how to be able to increase their SAT scores, their graduation rates, right? Are they going to be able to have a higher level of enrollment, right?
Okay.
Are they going to be able to increase their sales? Like, what are they bringing you in for that they're going to walk away with? What's in it for me? Pretty much that's what decision makers are
Yeah.
looking
Like, what's the point?
What's the point of me even bringing you here?
And how do you? Okay, so check that out, man. So, and how do you find that out though? Because like again, I've gone into spaces where either I've been invited or I've sought it out, and thinking that I'm gonna come in with my own, you know, without even asking the organization what the needs are. Like, how do you find out? Like, what do I need to drill in? You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
just said it, bro.
yeah,
Like, that's the thing. Speakers skip over that. They try to fit what they want into what they don't need. So you may try to fit in like, hey, I'm going to come teach them about purpose. Well, we don't need purpose. You can talk about purpose, but what we really need is we need these students to be able to not get suspended. Disciplinary issues, right? Behavioral issues, all these different type of things. We need help with that. You can talk purpose, but as long as you solve that.
right, and that helps keep you focused.
Yes.
It helps. Like, even if you do deviate a little bit, you know how to get back on track.
And the beautiful thing about it, fam, is that as long as you're touching on that point, you got them sold.
That's what they're paying you.
That's
for.
what they're paying you for. Like, you going in to do a job. Nobody want to hear about what you want
Because
to talk about.
that used to be the hardest part for me. It's like, all right, what am I going to talk about? You telling me I don't got to stress about it because they'll tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll tell me what they want to hear.
Exactly. That's why, like, the Bible talks about be quick to listen and slow to speak.
That's hard for speakers, dog. Like, say that one more time.
Be quick to listen and slow to speak.
Yes, bro.
Because listen to me, if you're so quick to speak, you're gonna miss what they're looking for. And you probably end up missing a contract because you're trying to fit what you want and not focusing on what their needs are.
Yep, it's like again, I relate a lot of things to DJing, bro. That's just my background.
Oh, yeah.
And in the wedding world, you know, I have these intense consultations with our couple so I can find out what music they like, right? Back in the day when you DJing in the clubs and stuff, you play what you want to play because you know this is a hip hop club. You're gonna stay in hip hop all night long. You might throw in some old school R&B if you vibing right, but for the most part, it's hip hop all night. I play what I want to hear, what the ladies want. We don't really care about the fellas, you know, because the ladies bring the fellas out. But doing a wedding, I sit down with this very specific couple. Like, I'm like, what do you want to hear? Do you like country? Do you like Latin music? Do you like hip hop? Do you like, you know, old school R&B, reggae, soca? Like, tell me what you like, and I'm gonna fit it in. Like, what does your mom like? Your dad like? Because now I don't just have one audience. And I asked them for a must playlist. I asked them for a dinner list, a play if possible. Like, hey, look, I can guarantee I'm gonna play these 25 songs. You know, anything else is if I get to it. And then I even asked them for a do not playlist. Like, what are some of the songs that if you hear it, it's gonna make you cringe, right? Like, do you want to hear Taylor Swift? Do you want me to do the Cupid Shuffle, right? Because that's a given at most weddings. But some couples is like, nah, bro, don't play the Cupid Shuffle at my wedding. Like, I get that.
Not the Cupid stuff.
Yeah, we love Cupid though. Like, but I gotta ask because I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
Unless you tell me not to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's such a staple.
What's your keynote?
What, for DJing?
No, what's your keynote presentation?
Oh, my keynote is like, if I were not giving parameters, I'm gonna talk about purpose, right? And I just wrote a book about it. Shameless plug, but it's called Batteries Not Included, right? How to power your purpose and fuel your future. And so I took, based on the premise of, like, I remember growing up, man, and Christmas was my favorite time of year, and always getting like these gifts, whether it's like an electronic car or something. But my mom would always forget to buy the batteries, bro. Like, and I cannot power this really, really cool gift. And I feel like so many of us, myself included, we have these unbelievable talents and gifts that our creator gave us, but we are missing the batteries to fuel them, right? And some of those batteries are like focus, faith, freedom. Like, what do you need to be free from, right? And then force is really just a word for work. I wanted to keep all the F's in line. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's fire.
But you need to work. At the end of the day, like, God's giving you this gift, but he's also saying, hey, bro, I need you to put in a little bit of work. I can't do it all for you. So that would be my keynote.
Now, the reason why I'm asking, I know something just, one thing you gonna know about me, bro, like, things just hit me, man.
Yeah.
Those hit me, bro. I'm like,
Come on.
Like, you do DJ, right?
Yep.
So it's like, yo, maybe have a keynote presentation titled "Turn Your Life Around."
Yeah.
You turn the table.
Nice. Come on. Oh,
you know?
hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got for me, dog? All right, listen. So the next speech we doing, I'm bringing the turntables. We gonna turn your life around, or we gonna remix that bad boy, right? We gonna build on it. Let's remix it, dog.
Bro, yeah.
We can remix some things. I know I done gone through several remixes in my life.
Bro,
look.
yeah.
Oh, dog.
Bro,
this is why you need a coach.
Yo.
I can't tell y'all. I guarantee you, y'all gonna see some footage of me speaking somewhere with my turntables.
I love it, bro. And
Yeah.
I think it brings a different element because you have music and you're being able to inspire through the music.
I got the entertain part down.
You do, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. If you run that, bro.
Oh, I'm running it.
It's on.
I'm fully, like, you heard it here first. I'm taking it and running with it. So yeah, it's about to go down. It's about to go. Okay, so now what do? I got the message. I got the keynote. I've polished up my speech. I know who to call. I'm calling and I'm specifically asking for who books speakers and brings in, you know, basically who cuts. Don't ask them who cuts the check, y'all. Don't, like, you sound greedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have some poise to when you're having these conversations, and don't mistreat the people at the front.
So I would say this, man. You got to walk them through the sales process.
Come on.
Right? I think that's important because what speakers understand, speaking is just 10% of the business. The 90% is what people don't see on the back end.
Okay.
Right? And so what I would say, bro, is that number one, like, make sure your website. Have a website. It don't have to be a crazy website.
Yeah.
Right? But make sure that your website has a booking form.
Okay.
As simple as that sounds, And the biggest thing with the booking form is you want to make sure, like, what is one of the top problems that you are dealing with?
Okay. You
Because
mean in terms of like what problems am I solving, or speaking to?
no.
Or-
What problems are they dealing with? Because
Gotcha,
I want to know
yeah.
by the time my team gets
Oh,
the inquiry
have that
on the
question
form,
on your
On
form.
the form. Yes.
That way you know, okay,
Exactly
what
what
to
they're
talk
dealing
to.
with. So
I
if they
got you.
say, you know what I'm saying, burnout, okay, cool. So I know when I get on this call, I know exactly what I can talk about that's going to look appealing to you wanting to bring me into your establishment
Yeah.
or your organization, right? And then the next thing you're going to put is what's the budget. Don't put nothing that's but yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I start at 10,000 because then you're going to lose money.
Yeah.
Put estimate budget for this event.
Right. And they'll tell you.
And they'll tell you.
Okay.
And so once you get the inquiry, now you're going to get on the call. First thing you're going to do, you're going to build rapport.
Come on.
Off rip. Hey, you know, how's the weather out there? Oh, you know, I'm in Cali, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty hot, man. I need some of that heat. I'm in Atlanta. It's cold, right?
Yeah,
Also-
you know me. If you haven't picked up on this already, but I'm slightly inappropriate. It's like, guys, listen, you got to date her first.
Yeah.
Please don't ask to sleep with her on the first
Yes.
night. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he's
Put a
right.
ring on it. You know, build a relationship.
Talk to him.
Sorry.
No, seriously.
Are we still talking about speaking? I'm giving out relationship advice now.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, but somebody need that. You better hear that Holy Spirit. Shana.
It's the same thing in business, dog. Like, bro, don't be coming out trying to go straight to the bedroom and ask for the bread when you haven't even gotten a name yet.
Yeah, at all, right?
Okay,
And
I got it.
I'm gonna do that, and then also, like, be methodical in your approach. Like, find something in their bio that's something that you can kind of feed off of.
Do your research.
Do your research. Speakers get on these calls and they don't even do their research.
Yeah, don't even know the name of the school
Somebody
or
gonna
the
ask you-
mascot
the mascot, like they ask you, like, what's your vision? Oh, well, what's our vision?
Oh, I'm gonna tie it into their video. You better believe.
See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna see that. Oh, man, y'all got a game coming up, a varsity game coming up. Maybe even pop up to the game.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm listening to, you know what I'm saying, to see like, okay, what do they got? Okay, hey, you know, I also noticed that, you know, in your free time, you love to walk your dog. Tell me about that. They're like, wow, you really did your work.
Yeah.
Now, the second thing I'm going to ask is the setting the tension of the meeting. What I'm going to say to them is like, hey, Dave, I just want to let you know the purpose of this call is to see if we're a good fit to work together. How does that sound to you? We're setting the tension right there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Boom. Then after that, I'm going to go into the third phase. I'm going to investigate. I'm asking questions. So I'm going to say, hey, Dave, I know you got questions for me. I'm going to ask you a couple questions real quick, and then you can ask me whatever you want to ask me. How does that sound to you? That sounds good. Okay, cool. 3 questions every speaker needs to ask me on the call. Number 1, what's the 2 pain points you're dealing with? Number 2, okay, how long have you been dealing with this? And number 3, if I've given you a magic wand and you can change anything right now in your school, what would be that one thing?
Yeah.
As soon as I get all that information, bro, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat back what they said to me.
Right.
Right? And I'm going to say, did I miss anything? They're going to say, oh, no, you got everything perfect. What questions do you have for me? I'm going to help y'all. Typically, the question they're going to ask you is your references. Do you have references? Do you have videos? Okay. Do you have testimonials? Right? They're going to ask you, what's the price? They're going to ask you, what does it look like working with you for a day? Whatever that may be. This is why the packaging is so important. Every speaker should have 3 packages, right? First package, simple keynote presentation, no travel included, right? That's gonna be your basic car model. Then we're gonna move to sports car. That's your second package, right? This is where you do a keynote, a breakout, maybe 50 books, maybe a newsletter, maybe some social media
Hold up,
posts.
50 books. What you talking about?
50 books. If you got a book, just throw some books in there.
Okay. All right.
You're like, but Will, I ain't got a book. If you
Yeah.
got an ebook, give them a digital download of your book.
Okay.
Right? So you can do that. And then your third package is more so like the full day. So you go presentation, half day, full day.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Man, it's crazy how very similar this is to the wedding world. Like, we got the same stuff, bro. We got the certified DJS entertainer, right? You get just a DJ, right? And I'm not ever gonna say just a DJ. He's a certified DJ. Like, it's somebody that I've trained personally, taught them the wedding world. They've already come to me as great DJs, but I just need to make sure you can do this at a wedding, right? We don't offer the club DJ, right? It's the professional turn up expert. And then the next package is we're gonna throw in some uplights. We might even throw in a photo booth, right? And then the third package, if you need me to come out, right? Like, yeah, that's the yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
the-
I'm
that's the
I-
Lamborghini.
But see, I outprice myself on purpose because I don't really want to go out anymore. So I price myself to make people say no. But if you say yes, I'm gonna be there.
And it's worth it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just like DJing, bro. I'm telling you, having that reference has helped me to transition because I've got these transferable skills. You know what I'm saying?
Transferable.
Yeah. It's like I never discount my years as an entrepreneur, because it allows me to, even as a photographer, right? More people know me as a photographer, and they don't even know I DJ'd. And I'm like, but I learned how to pick up a camera and shoot because of everything I learned as a music producer and as a DJ. It's the same stuff, bro. Wow. It's the same stuff in terms of mixing and mastering music as it is balancing like your aperture and your shutter speed. And like I just took that skill set and applied it to photography. Oh, yeah. And it took me further. But dog, tell me this, bro. We perfected our speech.
Yep.
We learned some business basics and we secured the gig. What's next? Like, how do we, like, basically we went fishing, we caught the fish. How do we clean it?
Yeah, so pretty much that's what you want to do. So let's just say you at the engagement's over. You're going to go and be like, hey, Mr. Dave, this was so amazing.
This is assuming you killed it.
Yeah, just
like,
assuming you killed it.
You
If
did
you
your
didn't
thing.
kill it, you can't ask. Okay? Just want to let y'all know that.
You
okay?
still got to be good.
You still got to be good, right?
But you can help us with that, right?
Yeah.
All right, but keep going.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'd be like, hey, Mr. Dave, this was amazing. I love this opportunity to be able to pour into your students or, staff. Question, do you know anybody else that can benefit from this? They're going to be like, well, you know what? I actually do. Do you mind doing an introduction text or email?
Yes.
Notice I said introduction, text, or email.
The connection.
Yeah. Because if they see an email come across with your name on it,
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
But if I send the email, I don't even know who you are.
Bro, it's just like trying to holler at that girl, that you don't know,
Yep.
but you know her friend, having her introduce you.
Yeah. It's easy, bro. I love these relationship comparisons.
I don't know where they coming
Fire,
from.
bro.
I don't know where they coming from, dog.
God, dude. Right? So, right after that, bro, make sure you walk away with a couple of things. You want to walk away with video.
Okay.
You want to walk away with audio. You want to walk away with your logo. You want to walk away with pictures.
Yes.
You want to walk away with also references, right? Referrals,
Yeah.
right? Those things are important, right? Now, let's just say the engagement's over. I'm getting in my car. What most speakers do, they leave and they don't even like go the extra mile, right? The Bible has a specific saying that says, if your partner goes a mile, go 2 with them, right? So that means I'm going to do more than what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick my phone up, fam, right there. Watch this. I'm going to be right in the parking lot. Hey, Mr. David, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to come to your school. It means the world to me. I look forward to continue to build a relationship with you and make an impact. Listen, my team is going to send you an email. In the email, just let us know what you love to eat, and we're going to send you that card over so that way you can go out with your family tonight. Have a great day. Boom. Go on YouTube, put it as unlisted, shoot it over to them.
Yeah.
They're going to get the email from my team, right? Now watch this. Soon as I get the payment, whether, once I get off stage or whether I got to wait, whatever, I'm making sure that I send them a gift.
Come on.
Period. And 9 times out of 10, that's why I say take pictures. Because I'm going to take a picture with Dave, and I'm going to send Dave a picture with it in a frame. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yo, this play right here has literally made thousands and thousands.
Come on.
Right? So now when Dave looks at his actual photo, what he's going to see in the photo, he's going to be like, yo, Will sent me this. And I'm going to send a handwritten note. Right? Because people are normally typing stuff. I'm saying a handwritten note.
But my handwriting's bad, though, bro.
It's okay.
All right.
That's what makes it even better. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm sending a handwritten note, right, with a picture in the frame, right? And I'm taking that approach with it. Then literally 3 days later, y'all, I'm sending an edible arrangement, or I'm sending something that's going to make them be like, yo, who brought this into the office? Because you want to create that experience.
Now everybody else is talking.
Everybody's
about
like, when they're eating the treats, they're like, yo, who sent this? Remember Will as well? Will? Oh my God.
We love Will.
Exactly.
When's Will coming back?
And then, right, exactly. And then make sure you always have a follow-up call to see how you can be able to have another opportunity with that school.
So let's say I missed out on some of those opportunities. Would it be okay for me to circle back? Like, I've done some speaking
Yeah.
at some schools, maybe not formally, right? But is it okay for me to go back and just,
Absolutely.
hey man, I really enjoyed kicking it with y'all last year. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
wanted to say thanks for the opportunity. You guys are amazing. Should I be doing that?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
You should do that with
Let me take-
everybody. Yes.
Start making a list of all the
Everybody.
places I've been.
Yes.
All right,
Hit list.
and what should I be, if I want to start taking it serious, right? What should I be asking for, or where should I be pricing? Like, what's the market at on speakers in schools?
Yep. So the market right now, let's say we're gonna go through the elementary level. Elementary level, you can start at 2,500.
Hold up, dollars
2,500. Yeah.
to speak to elementary school students.
Yes,
20, so
absolutely.
$2,500.
Yes.
All right.
Easy. Middle school level, you can charge anywhere between 2,500 to 7,500.
Dog. Bro, I know there's folks out there that don't even make that in a month. And you're saying I can. Okay.
Yeah,
keep
no,
going.
bro.
Keep
True
going.
story, bro. I just secured a gig with a school in Virginia. It's the second time bringing me back.
Okay.
Because of the things that I'm telling y'all to do.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Bro, easy. Mr. Winfield coming 13 grand.
Come on. And the second time, you don't even have to do all the same
No.
preliminary.
Just 2 sessions and sign books. Gone.
And I got a book too, bro. I ain't been using my book right.
You got to put the book in there. So at the high school level, same price. College level, now you can go pretty much, 5,000 to 20,000. And really, catch this though.
I'm leaving money on the table, y'all.
You are, bro. Now watch this. Now, if you have a curriculum,
Yeah. Okay.
now we talking 6-figure contracts
All right, bet.
off of one school.
So I need to figure out how to convert my book into a curriculum.
Yes.
Chat GPT, here we come. I mean, I already did all the work, bro. Like,
Now, I want everybody to understand is when you have a curriculum, make sure that it's Common Core standards. It's got to be
Yeah.
aligned with state testing and all
Right.
of those things.
I mean, that's cool. I've been in education for years. Like,
Oh, then you
and
good. Then you
I've
already
helped
know that's
implement curriculums like on the science level, on the math. I was a math guy though, bro. Like, don't let the tattoos fool you. Like, I'm a nerd deep down at heart.
Not math.
Yes, bro,
math
I love algebra.
something, bro.
If it weren't for me, I tell the story all the time. If it weren't for me, the entire basketball team at Elsick High School would not have been able to play. Let's just say it like that. Let's just say it like that. So I was the one
Man.
making sure they were on point.
So you price that at
Okay.
that level, right? And then also I would say make sure that as a speaker you have business insurance. As
Yes,
simple as
okay.
that may sound,
Yeah.
a lot of times I've seen speakers lose opportunities because they didn't have no business insurance, bro. The opportunity would go right through their hand because
Yeah.
like, you don't have this? Nah. Well,
Yeah.
you must not be a real
I
speaker.
don't know, man. I guess I'm cut from a different cloth. If somebody tell me, if I need something and do you have it, I'm gonna say yes, even if I don't, and I'm gonna figure out how to go get it. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I'm gonna go get it. I'm not gonna lose out on an opportunity
Yeah.
because I don't have something.
Right.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. Now I could be properly prepared. But I think I could funnel it through my DJ business insurance stuff too. It's the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. It's like $2 million liability insurance.
Oh yeah, you
Okay,
good.
we good? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you good.
I'm good. All right, got the insurance, got the
Yeah,
speech,
you're good.
know how to talk to people, know how to follow up, know how to kill a speech. Dog, man, and I know what to charge now.
You know what to
Oh,
charge.
and you just gave me my new keynote?
Yeah.
It's time to go remix some folks' lives. Man, bro, do me a favor, man, because, you've given out like an entire annual salary's worth of game.
Yeah.
What would your keynote be? You asked me what my keynote is. Like, don't give me the full keynote, but just break it down, man, before we leave, because our time is far spent.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap up. But I just want, like, give it to me, man, in a nutshell, bro. Like, if somebody said, hey, Will, here's a group of students, high school, maybe college, you talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the ingredients to leaving a legacy, period. And then pretty much that presentation talks about how to navigate through adversity, build resiliency, so that way you can leave a legacy,
Yeah,
period. And then the good thing about having a signature talk is that you can make it interchangeable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Yep.
can talk to athletes, I can talk to church leaders, I can talk to entrepreneurs, and use the same thing and just plug and play. Yeah.
And make it appropriate
And
for
make
that
it
group.
appropriate for that group. And just tailor it to their needs.
Dog. Oh, I can't wait to get started, man.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I want to wrap this interview up, because I'm ready to go make this. I'm ready to go make this bread.
Yeah, man.
Dog, how can people connect with you and on what level? Like, should speakers be reaching out to you, coach? Like how can people link up with you and they already know like how they can benefit, but how can they tap in?
Yeah, man, definitely just, go to Will is Blessed on Instagram, Will is Blessed on TikTok, William Winfield on Facebook. Tap in if you're a speaker and you're ready to monetize your voice, package your expertise to land contracts in the education space. I'm your guy. You know what I'm saying? If you want my team to run it for you, then we'll run your whole speaking business for you. We'll set your systems up, do your marketing, advertising.
Systems. Hold up, man. That's the part right there. Like, so you ain't even got to be tech savvy. You ain't got to be an artistic graphic designer out there trying to make flyers and make social media work. What I heard was you have a package, even like a plug and play. You will do it for me.
I'll do everything. We set all the systems up. We set your LinkedIn campaigns up, all of that.
slipping,
Email,
bro.
software.
Okay. Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah. I got some work to do. I got some work to do. First, I'm gonna turn this book into a curriculum.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I
Yeah.
can't wait, bro.
Oh man, it's slowing down.
Yeah.
Well, guys, make sure y'all tap in. I know I got a lot of speakers out there that rock with me, and even if you're not a speaker, you got a story, right?
Yeah.
And I want you to be able to turn your pain into profit. You didn't go through that for no reason at all. And we truly believe here at the Still Safe Show that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony, right? So you got to get out there and share it. And you can actually get paid for it, dog.
Yeah.
So tap in with my homie Will, and he'll show you exactly how to do that to change your life, dog. You got anything else you want to share, bro?
Yeah, definitely. I just want to leave them with this, man. Always understand that your pain is the key to unlocking somebody else's freedom. Right? And now that you know that, let's get it, let's go, let's be great. And most importantly, you can live twice if you leave a legacy. Peace.
Live twice, because you can remix that joint. Let's go.